Alright guys, today we're doing something kind of crazy, kind of fun, and honestly one of my favorite things ever. Because we're going to talk about daily life in English. And we're going to do it in the most chaotic MrBeast style possible. And I'm not kidding when I say chaotic. Like imagine trying to talk about simple daily routines, but the person explaining it is someone who has spent the last 48 hours awake filming 3 challenges, giving away a house, adopting a penguin, and eating 17 donuts because someone dared him to. Yeah, that's the energy today. Let's go! So listen, if you're a beginner learning English, and you're like, how do I talk about my daily life? What do I say? Why does my brain stop working every time someone asks me, what do you do every day? Don't worry, you're in the right place. I'm literally the last person to judge you. Actually, I'm going to be the last person to ever make you feel bad for learning. Ever. I'm the last one to be a grammar snob, trust me. My goal is to create the best videos on YouTube, and I want to continue to help people, especially people who are trying to improve their English in a fun way. I love this. So yeah, daily life. It's basically the stuff you do every single day, waking up, eating breakfast, going to work or school, chilling, doing random stuff, regretting life decisions. Maybe working out, maybe not, and then going to bed like a responsible adult or a chaotic gremlin. And the cool thing is, learning how to talk about this in English is super useful. Like imagine being able to introduce yourself to someone and actually sound like a normal human being, and not like you're reading from a textbook written in 1842. That's the goal. And the thing is, people overcomplicate this stuff. They're like, I must use advanced vocabulary, and I must sound sophisticated, and I'm just like, bro, no you don't. You just need normal verbs like wake up, get up, eat, shower, work, study, relax, sleep. That's it. You're not Shakespeare. You don't need to say I commence my morning nourishment when you could just say I eat breakfast. And honestly, if you talk like Shakespeare at 8 a.m., you're built differently. Respect, but also, why? Anyway, let's start with the morning. Most people say, I wake up at, and honestly, that's already enough to sound like a functioning human. But if you want to sound real, like natural, like someone who actually exists in the modern world, you add fillers. You say, I wake up at 7, or I usually wake up at 8. Kinda, or I wake up at 6, but I don't get up until 7:30 like a zombie who's questioning the meaning of time. That last one is literally me. I'm gonna be the last person to ever pretend that I wake up early like some perfect entrepreneur guy. No way. I love this honesty. And honestly, daily life always starts with the same thing. The alarm rings, you panic, you hit snooze, and you lie to yourself saying just 5 more minutes. Bro, 5 minutes? What are you trying to do, negotiate with physics? It never works. You press snooze once, and suddenly it's 11 a.m. Why do alarms do that? Why is time built like that? Who designed mornings? I want answers. I want justice. Okay, sorry, I'm getting emotional. Let's go. After you wake up, you say stuff like I get up, which sounds easy, but for some people is literally the hardest mission in the world. Like if waking up is level 1, getting up is the boss fight. And you can say, I get up and stretch, or I get up and go to the bathroom, or I get up eventually. If you're honest, you say, I get up around 8-ish. That ish? Very important. Ish means I don't know or I don't want to tell you the real number because I'm embarrassed. Then one of the biggest daily life verbs is I take a shower. Simple, easy, clean, functional. If you want to sound more natural, say, I usually take a shower in the morning, or I sometimes take a shower at night. Or I take showers because society says I have to. English loves honesty. Then you brush your teeth. I brush my teeth. You don't need anything fancy. You don't need to say, I polish my dental region. Just don't. But you can add some natural fillers like, I brush my teeth, after I wake up. Or I kind of brush my teeth while thinking about life. Or I brush my teeth like a responsible adult. Sometimes, then we get to breakfast. I eat breakfast so simple. And you can say, I usually eat eggs. Or I drink coffee. Or I skip breakfast because chaos. If you say, I have coffee first thing in the morning, boom, native level expression unlocked. First thing in the morning is basically the English badge of honor. And the thing about coffee is that people get emotional. Like Americans talk about coffee like it's a personality trait. I can't start my day without coffee. Don't talk to me before coffee. If I don't drink coffee, I will explode. Perfect daily life expressions. Then we talk about going to school or work. I go to work. I go to school. I leave the house at 9. I start work at 8. Easy. But if you want it to sound natural, add the fillers, add the chaos. Say something like, I go to work at like 9, but honestly, I'm mentally not there until 11. Or I go to school every day, and I want to survive 1 week without homework. I love this honesty. And look, talking about daily life also means talking about what you do during the day. I work, I study, I check emails, I eat lunch. Lunch is my favorite because people say it like it's mandatory. I have lunch at 1, like lunch is tax, like lunch is jury duty. Meanwhile, some people just grab chips and call it a meal. And honestly, respect. If you want to express frequency, how often you do something. You use words like always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never. So you can say, I usually eat lunch at 1. I sometimes take a break. I never wake up early. And for that last one, trust me, I'm the last one to be a morning person. I'm going to be the last person to ever pretend I'm disciplined 24/7. Let's go. Then you talk about afternoon life. I go for a walk. I rest. I study English. I work on my projects. These are the basics. But if you want it to sound human and say, I try to study English every day, but like sometimes I watch videos for 3 hours and forget my responsibilities, welcome to life. You're not alone. And here's something important. I'm trying to is the most honest phrase in the English language. I'm trying to sleep early. I'm trying to drink more water. I'm trying to learn English. It's basically the perfect phrase for every area of your life where you don't do what you want to do, but you want people to know your intentions are good. I want to continue to help people learn this because it's so powerful. Evening is where we get to the fun stuff. You talk about relaxing. I relax. I watch YouTube. I chill. I play games. I spend time with friends. But you can also be honest and say stuff like, I tell myself I'll be productive tonight and then spend 3 hours scrolling. I love this because it's so real. Then we talk about dinner. I have dinner at 7. I cook dinner. I order food because cooking is hard. All valid. You're doing great. Then bedtime. I go to bed at whatever time your heart chooses. I go to bed at 11. I go to bed late. I try to go to bed early but fail miserably every night. And trust me, I'm the last one to be a sleep expert. My schedule is like a roller coaster with no breaks. And now let's talk about one more thing, your feelings about your daily life. You can say, I like to relax in the evening. I love listening to music. I hate waking up early. I enjoy cooking. I want to be healthier. I want to have more free time. And that's all normal. Humans always want things. It's what keeps us alive. That, and food. And Wi-Fi. So yeah, talking about daily life in English is literally one of the easiest ways to start speaking more naturally. And honestly, if you practice this, you'll level up super fast. My goal is to create the best videos on YouTube, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you should subscribe. Because I want to continue to help people learn English in a fun way, and I love this community, and we're just getting started. Let's go! And hey, before we wrap up this crazy monologue, let me do the Mr. Beast thing for 1 second. Guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, you should subscribe. Seriously, hit that subscribe button and like this video because it helps more people learn English. And it lets me keep making videos like this. I want to continue to help people, and I want this channel to grow into the coolest English learning community ever. I love this. Let's go.